Hey guys, welcome back. Spokesman here, and it's been a long time since I made my last video. And I'm going to come back with a tag. So this is the January 2012 tag. And basically, my question for you guys, I hope to see responses or comments below, is based on this game right here. Valkyrie Profile. So, Valkyrie Profile, released on PlayStation 1, when was this? Back in 2000, this was released on the PlayStation 1. Quite possibly one of the rarest games for the system, back then and today. So my tag today is who owns a copy of this game, give a few thoughts on the game, if you finished it, if you haven't, and the story on how you got it, which would be great. So I'll continue this tag by starting off myself and explain how I came across this beautiful game. So off the bat, before I say anything, the game is in alright shapes, has a few scratches. I don't have the manual, but I have everything in order to play the game, which is great, and the game rocks. Back, I'd say, let's say a couple of years ago, when I first started college and I first started getting back into collecting video games, I got really hardcore into the RPG genre, so I was out looking for RPGs left, right, and center. So my cousin, if anyone followed me, would know the story already. He was hard up for money. He was out home where he lives. Well, he still lives at home. He's a bit younger than me. Anyway, he was hard for money, and I knew he had some games I would definitely be interested in having my collection. Because a long time ago, we went to a movie store that was going out of business, and of course this place rented games as well. And when we went in, we pretty much struck the jackpot, because we were pretty much, he said only a couple people before us got there when he started selling the games off. They didn't buy much. But every game he had for sale was $5. So any N64 was the big thing, and PS1. And he had some PS2 and Xbox at the time. They were the big things. And you sell them all off $5 a game. And of course, he said if you buy lots and lots of games, he'll give you a discount on, numerous purchase. So I picked out a load of games. I regretfully have sold off since, which I kicked myself. I got a few of them back, but one big title I had a complete, next to mint, I'd say 95% mint copy of Ogre Battle 64. The game, the manual, the case, the box, everything was prestige condition. $5, you know what I mean? It was an amazing deal. And anyway, before I started collecting, like 6 months before I got back into it, wasn't even a year off, I sold my whole collection. And of course now I'm getting back into it, so of course Ogre Battle was sold. A local game place has Ogre Battle, just the card for sale, and they want $80, so I'm pretty sure I got rid of something valuable there. But oh well, I digress. So, I ended up picking up a lot of titles. I picked up like a lot of games I don't have anymore. I had like Wild Arms 1, Wild Arms 2, Beyond the Beyond, Alundra 1 and 2. Picked up a couple of Final Fantasy games. And my cousin, which we tried to separate into picking out even amounts. He was a big Square fan. He liked Final Fantasy, so he went around picking out all the games that had Square, or Squaresoft, or Enix in the title, really. So he ended up getting like Urges, and he also picked up this game, Valkyrie Profile, and he picked up, what else did Square have? I can't remember. He picked up a few anyway. Regardless, we went home, we tried all the games out. I liked a lot of them, he liked a lot of them. And we knew nothing about this game. We just assumed it was just one of those generic, not generic, but one of those Square Enix RPGs that, you find everywhere, like Final Fantasy. So a couple years later, which is not too long ago, about last year, when I got hardcore into games, I went up to his house, and I had a few extra bucks on me, and I asked him if he'd be interested in selling some of the games he had that he bought all those days back then. So of course, I picked up, I can't remember what I picked up off him. I know I got early guys off him, the fighting game, and Final Fantasy Origins, which 1 and 2 on it, and kind of eludes me now, but anyway. Then it came to this game, and he already knew at this point that this game was worth money. I knew as well. So I said, will you be interested in selling this? And he's like, But, he said his brother at the time, younger than him, told him no and told me he wanted like $50 for it. And, that was pretty reasonable for the game because the game could easily go over $100. And I said, I can't give you $50. But I was after paying almost upwards to $50 for the games I had now. I said, listen, I'll give you $20 for it, plus the 50. So in the end, for about $70, I gave him, because I didn't mind paying a few extra bucks for a few games here. But in the end, gave him $70, and I took home, 6 or 7 solid RPGs for the PlayStation 1, and one of those games being Valkyrie Profile. So I usually tell people when they ask, I paid $20 for this game, which is unbelievable because the rarity of this game is skyrocketed around my area. I see one copy of this for sale, complete and amazing condition, and the guy wanted $100 for it at a flea market. So to have mine, it's all right condition, no manual. The artwork is in great shape. The games are playable; they're just scratched lightly. But to have it in this condition, I would say my copy is definitely worth $50 or $60 locally. So that was the story of that. I know that some copies on eBay, complete and like Super Mint, can go upwards to $150. I haven't checked recently. I know the game is worth a lot of money. I usually consider it the most valuable game in my collection because I really don't know the values of my games. I just know that one particularly stood out to me when I was looking through this guy's yard sale. And he's a game collector, so I knew he was selling stuff that he knew what it was worth. And I was skipping through the games, and I noticed like 20, 25, 30, $30, regular price you see with these games. And this one, it was 100. And I said, $100, and he said, you give me $80 for my copy. And I said, I'm not selling for $80. The game's too valuable to me. And if I ever did decide to sell it, it would be to a good friend of mine or another game collector. Obviously, I wouldn't want to sell it to him just to turn around and resell it. Anyway, guys, I really hope you participate in this tag. I'd like to see who out there who watches my videos has this game or once had it and got rid of it. Maybe it's a sad story, maybe it's a joyful story on how you brighten some collector's day by selling it to them. But anyway, guys, I'll be back in the new year. I'm in the process of buying a new camera. I'm filming this one currently on my iPhone. So once I get that straightened away, I'll be back in business making videos. I really miss making videos on YouTube. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. Have a happy new year. I hope your Christmas went well. Take care, guys. Spokesman out.